even the worst thing can happen and you can recover. So I think a lot of it is just about evaluating, make sure the bikes aren't broken, make sure the people aren't broken, and then just getting back to what you were doing.
For the Little 500 team RideOn, they're looking for redemption in this year's race.
I would probably be kicking myself for the rest of my life if I didn't give it a try.
Last year, team captain Kelly Garrison got in a bike wreck and was concussed. Soon after, her other teammate also had an accident, leaving RideOn with only 2 women to ride in the Little 500. Bad luck struck again, and one of the 2 riders fell victim to a sinus infection before the big race, forcing the team to hang up their bikes.
I still choke up when I think about that, because the entire team put so much of themselves, not just, well, we worked out a lot. It's an absolute lifestyle commitment for this team.
Although tragedy struck the team last year, RideOn had success 2 years ago after placing in the top 10 of the race. Garrison says you can take every safety precaution and bad things can still happen. But RideOn is getting back on the bike.
There's always a little danger, there's something that may happen and does happen, but it's, how you choose to combat that. And like I said, some things are harder than others, but it's it pays off in the end.
We help each other a lot too.
Carl Field, the team's coach recruited by RideOn 5 years ago, has over 35 years of riding experience and 20 years of coaching. He spends roughly 10 hours a week coaching or cycling in between his day job of running a team of engineers.
This year's been a real blessing because the women are like sisters. They support each other no matter what. They also hold each other accountable, which is a big key.
This group of makeshift sisters come from all over and have no ties to each other aside from their sport.
The team now is just an independent team. Basically, we're all just friends. There's not a specific school or a specific dorm or sorority or anything involved, just people who like to ride bikes.
Everybody's super involved in other things too, and I think that's what makes us, really well-rounded ladies on this team. But we all have that one thing in common of just we have this goal in particular.
The women have been training since the day after last year's race. They try to ride as far as they can in the summer and fall. Then the winter is for speed.
There's a lot of your brain telling you can't do it, your physical body's going to tell you can't do it. You really have to find another part of yourself that can push past all those other voices that tell you can't. So if you can do that, you can ride.
And Coach Carl is here to support them on every ride.
They support themselves together as a unit in a manner that it's actually pretty rare for me to have to intervene for motivational purposes.
The Women's Little 500 race is scheduled for April 24th, 2020.
I'm so anxious for race day. These women have worked really hard all fall. Here we are, classes aren't in session, but the team is here in town working.
And as for RideOn's #1 goal,
win it.
Win.
Yep.
Seems like a good one.
For Big Ten Student U, I'm Haley Jordan.